Behind the school and down the hill is a winding trail with a winding brook that trickles water quietly through our school property down through the Lisa Hardie Trail. Some of you may be familiar with the story behind the name of the trail that leads through the beautiful Carolinian forest down to the outdoor classroom. But some of you might be wondering, this is a special trail with a special name. Why is it called the Lisa Hardie Trail? And who is Lisa Hardie? This is a story about Lisa Hardie and the Lisa Hardie Woodland Trail. In 1987, Lisa Hardie started her journey as a grade 7 student at Havergal College. She came to the 22-acre campus, which at the time the ravine was used for dumping yard waste. In the ravine lay the Burke Brook, flowing through the campus and into the Don River, making its way down to Lake Ontario. The ravine has a history that goes back many years before settlers arrived in the Toronto area. At that time, the landscape was covered entirely with deciduous Carolinian forests. It has been discovered that First Nations people, long before the settlers arrived, used to camp along this brook, using the rivers, waters, and vegetation around it for food and shelter. As villages grew into towns and towns into the city that we know it as Toronto, the forests were cut back to make way for houses and roads. Then came Havergal College. Some of the original Carolinian forest survived in the Havergal ravine, but most was cut down. As this story continues, Lisa Hardie was a passionate environmentalist who had a love of the outdoors and of nature. She shared her passion while a student at Havergal College. In 1992, something terrible happened. Lisa Hardie drowned in a flash flood while swimming under a beautiful waterfall in Costa Rica. She had been part of a group of students doing a summer course on sustainable development. It was an act of nature that took her life. Lisa was a well-respected student, and her death had an impact on the members of the HC community. The headmistress at the time, Priscilla Barlow, generously suggested that the ravine be named the Lisa Hardie Woodland Trail. For the Hardie family and many at the school, students and staff, it was a greatly appreciated recognition of Lisa's character. Her legacy changed the way the Havergal community would think about and how we treat and respect the ravine area. After her death, her parents, Nell and Norman Hardie, wanted to establish a memorial at Havergal so that Lisa's love of nature and passion for the outdoors and environmental issues would live on forever. Nell, Lisa's mother, worked with the school's Environment Club to support their ongoing efforts to restore the beauty of the ravine area by weeding and removing invasive plants. Native trees and shrubs were planted, wood chips laid to create a path, and the railing was laid to mark the trail and to save the plants from being trampled on. Nell even held regular planting parties with the middle school science classes to preserve Lisa's memory. A number of years ago, her father Norman came to work with our grade 6 students to help while they learned about the biodiversity of the Lisa Hardie Woodland Trail. Lisa Hardie's cousin Anna, a Havergal student, would often come to the junior school to work with our own environment club as we became stewards of our Havergal environment and as we learned how to respect and care for the property.
Garbage, garbage, listen to us rappers. Love those chocolates, so save those rappers.
Over the years, the Lisa Hardie Woodland Trail has been cleaned up, returned to its original state, and cared for. Now grows a wonderful canopy of Carolinian trees that give animals a home and shelter and provides us with oxygen and a place to visit so we can wonder, observe, and learn more about the nature in this peaceful environment. On this Earth Day and on every Earth Day, we ask, how can we continue to honor the legacy of this beautiful property that our school sits on? The beauty and the resources that this land provides animals and humans through our actions as stewards of the land. Let's continue to be responsible and caring for our natural environment in the best way possible by doing our part to plant, clean, learn about, and consider ways that we can improve the environment through our respect of our natural world.